What's up YouTube? If you're new here, my name is Tucker Scott, and in today's video we are highlighting and going over the GoPro Hero 10, some capabilities it has, if this camera is right for you, what's some new features on this camera. So let's dive right into it. Here is the box. I bought the accessories bundle because why not? It wasn't that much more expensive and you get some accessories. So let's get into it. Alright, so you open up the box, you get magnetic swivel clip, magnetic, and it can clamp on to like cameras, which I've used to shoot like behind the scenes and whatnot. And this guy right here, this clamp, or this buckle clip, whatever they call it. But what I'm stoked on is see how long the neck of this thing is. These are key because if you have a chest mount, you can actually put it in and clamp it in, and you can adjust the GoPro so that it's not completely pointed down or completely pointed up. To have the longer neck is key. So great job GoPro, thanks for adding this to the box. So that is this. We'll get to the GoPro later. You get a battery, you get a spare battery, and cool thing is this little hidden side deal here, you get yourself a shorty, they call it. It's a selfie handle, also tripod, so you know when you're filming those TikToks, trying to go viral and whatnot. This is big time to have. Also, if you ever get in a little predicament, you can use it to beat someone if you had to. This is the GoPro Hero 10. As you know, that's what I'm doing this video on. This Polar Pro ND filter did not come with the GoPro. I bought this separately, and no, they're not paying me to promote this. Although Polar Pro, hook it up if you're watching this video. Anyways, nice thing about these is they just twist and come off. I guess I'll show you. They twist, they come off. But we're going for the GoPro. So this GoPro Hero 10, latest model, and this thing is a freaking beast of a camera. This GoPro also films at 5.3K, 60 frames a second, as well as 4K, 120 frames a second. So the resolution on this thing is amazing. Super, super stoked that they came out with this. They also have the Hypersmooth 4.0 stabilization. So if you're filming someone like on a dirt bike like I was doing, they're on the chest mount, this thing's rattling up and down, going side to side when they're hitting these jumps. And as you saw in the footage, it's super stable. In GoPros in the past, you try to watch the footage over and you're gonna throw up because of how jittery the footage is. So having the Hypersmooth 4.0 stabilization is a key factor in this GoPro. The waterproof on this camera, you can go down to 33 feet, and no, I have not tested that on this camera yet, but I did give this camera to my brother while we were in Mexico, and he did swim with some seals, and the footage came out amazing. I was super impressed with how the coloring of the water was when I was color grading in post. So overall, the underwater features with almost all GoPros is pretty spectacular. So I was super impressed with that. Another cool feature with this GoPro is you can connect it to the cloud. So I can basically go onto my phone, go to the GoPro Quick app. Oh, not QuickBooks, but the GoPro Quick app here. And basically what happens is you can control your GoPro. You can connect it here, hit Control GoPro, and now I can see what my GoPro's filming, as well as if I want to adjust any settings. And then you can also view media. I don't have any media to load, so there's no point in showing you. But basically after that, it can get sent to the cloud. So up in, internet cloud space, you actually can have all your footage depending on the size of your cloud. So that was a huge plus with this camera. Also, the low light, haven't tested it quite yet other than under the water, but the water was pretty clear on a sunny day. I've heard the low light capabilities of this camera are incredible though. If you're more of a photographer and into photography, this camera shoots 23 megapixels, which is pretty spectacular for how little this camera is. I haven't tested the 23 megapixel camera yet, but I've been told by my other buddies that it is incredible. When it comes to offloading footage on this bad boy, you can actually automatically upload the footage to the cloud while your GoPro charges, which is pretty killer. You can actually do wireless uploads to the Quick app now, which is also 30% faster. GoPro's done some incredible upgrades to these cameras, and I'm actually super excited to use it more often. If you're not like trying to go all crazy and stuff with this camera, and you're more of like a vlogger, you can actually get media mods for this. So it's like goes around the outside of the camera. You can connect a mic to it, you can connect some lights. There's cold shoe mount accessories, so you can attach the screen to the back. Even though it has this screen on the front, you can attach like a bigger one that comes up so you can see what you're filming. The vlogging with this is incredible. You can also now live stream directly from your GoPro, which is pretty killer, and it's in 1080p, which is pretty sweet, and the 4.0 stabilization, which is kind of killer. Now when you're on your Zoom calls, if you want a high quality camera, you just connect it to your GoPro and you're live streaming. Pretty next level stuff. They come out with a new time warp 3.0 and time lapse, which is pretty sweet. So you basically just set your GoPro up, hit record. I haven't tested it out yet, but heard it's pretty awesome. I've been hearing a lot of stuff. Haven't tested a lot because I just took it out and filmed my brother dirt bike riding. Okay, the slow-mo on this camera is incredible. 4K 120, 2.7K 240 frames a second. I mean, both capture audio. This little camera right here is insane. As you saw in the video before I started talking about this whole camera, a lot of that was in 4K 120. When they're hitting the corner of the berm, it was 2.7K at 240 frames a second. I mean, it's incredible. And with the audio too, it's next level shit, man. Let's talk about playback on this bad boy. The playback is amazing. I wish I had some stuff on this GoPro I could show you, but basically the GPU processor on this thing, the playback's unreal, and it's fast. You don't have to wait for stuff. I can actually use my fat finger to scroll through the footage just so that I can get to the spot I want to show my little brother while we were riding. I mean, I was super impressed with it. They have this new feature called Hindsight, which lets you capture up to 30 seconds before you hit record, so you actually don't miss any moment, which in my opinion is pretty sweet if you're like filming your kid walking for the first time, or you know, something like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. You can also now schedule to capture. Yes, schedule your shot so that you capture it. You want to wake up at sunrise, but you don't want to wake up. You want to stay in bed. Just hit capture, set the time, and it just GoPro turns on, starts recording. So you can be sleeping while this thing is recording. For all you photographers out there that want to use this camera, you now have the live burst feature where it shoots 45 frames in 1.5 seconds before and after your shot. So you can't even miss the shot. Now when your buddy's like skiing or dirt bike riding or anything like that, and you hit the record button and it starts shooting, there's no like, oh dude, you got to redo it because, you know, I missed the shot, or your buddy bails but you wanted to get the shot and you won't hit the jump again. Guess what? Now you got it. Live burst, baby. It's all right there on this little camera. Let's talk about this app. So this app on my phone, you can't really see because the lighting is shooting straight down on it, but basically I have some footage here, and limits, I already have it. But this footage, I can edit the videos directly from my GoPro, export it, and post it on Instagram all at one time. So here's a little video of my brother doing a wheelie, as you can see on the phone. I can edit it, I can keyframe it. I mean, what more do you need? You don't even need Premiere anymore. So that's basically the specs of this bad boy. After that, if you're still wondering if this is the camera for you, here's my thoughts. If you're, you know, an athlete, photographer, content creator, strictly videographer, this camera's made for basically anybody. It's idiot proof. Basically could turn the camera on, hit record, camera does everything for you. The reasons I bought this camera is I'm always out getting dirty, whether it's in the desert, snowboarding, skiing, fishing, wakeboarding. And sometimes I don't want to bring a big old camera out because I don't want, you know, the dust ruining it, the rocks hitting the lenses, water getting on the bodies of the cameras. So I'll just take a GoPro out and capture all my cinematic footage that way. Another thing is I want to get more into the FPV world. So why not put a GoPro Hero 10 on top of that FPV and fly that baby around, get some killer cinematic footage. So there you have it. If you're someone like me that's always getting down and dirty with photography and videography, I highly recommend this camera for you guys. It's one, bulletproof, it's indestructible. This thing can basically take a beating wherever you are. You don't have to send it in for repairs. But if, say, for some reason it gets cracked, if you are subscribed to the GoPro subscription, you send your camera in, they send you a new one. So basically, it's the most bang for your buck camera in my opinion. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of mine and kind of first impressions. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up down below. If you have any comments or questions about the camera or what I should film next, let me know down below, as well as, you know, hit that subscribe button if you're not already. I'm trying to post every week. Love to try and build a community, so you know, why not start now? But anyways, I'll see you guys next week with another video. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed that video. Let's dive into another camera next week. I'm thinking the Insta360, but we'll see. See you guys next week. Later. Rip to the light. Hold on. Kind of got to jerry-rig this thing going. Yeah. I want to put some tape on this thing. This is a Nanlite doohickey. Where's my tape?